We're back playing Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment, and we're doing the bloodbath case, and we'll jump right into it. Starting off with the cutscene.
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits.
He's doing cocaine again. Yummy.
The pupil is dilated.
It's cracked out.
The temperature appears to be normal.
Oh god. Okay. This is a good time to, just talk about and bring up the fact that I can't even look, that I have a phobia of checking heart rate and wrists and veins, not blood, but just the thought of blood going through veins is like, ugh, it's like spine tingling and nasty to me. Ugh, I'm gonna start crying. It actually makes me start tearing up. Okay. Oh, this is the worst thing that could possibly happen. Okay. Okay. I can do it. I can do it.
I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
If I count it. 1, 2.
I need
Oh,
to
fuck.
concentrate and count the heartbeats.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
A weak pulse. Around 50 beats per minute.
Oh, it's so nasty. I can't look. It's what?
But you're dying, Holmes.
I gotta drink some water.
Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to
It's
the hospital
hot.
immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now.
Deep, calming
Please.
breaths.
Here, drink it all.
Do this. It's
Don't
okay.
tell me that you
It's
did this to
over now.
yourself.
Hemlock and datura.
It's a weird phobia.
I was compelled
Don't know why I have it.
Holmes,
But I do.
imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Very specific.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to
Sherlock
see you.
poisoned himself.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
It's fine now. Took the
Mr.
antidote.
Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the
Ooh,
Thames.
romantic date.
A romantic escapade with an
was
unhappy ending,
romantic.
Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the
Happy
bath,
ending.
but what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are
Kinky.
lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Ooh.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there
There's
was a
no
banner
possible
flapping about
way.
in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
Very
The
mad.
Oceanic. Isn't that
That's
the
the
largest
people
steamer
that
ever
Sherlock's
built?
brother works
Yes.
with.
And these 2 young
can't remember
banker
his
chaps
name.
are sons
It's
of
not
the
Moriarty,
owners
it's,
of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
Ooh,
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I cannot remember his
I'll
name.
keep it then. Here's another
Is
one that's a
another
bit more
M?
complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand
Roman
Lane.
baths.
A murder, a vanishing
Baths.
weapon, the Roman baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
Seems fun. Let's go to Strand Lane Bath then. Oh, and Watson's coming with us. No. Yeah, Watson. Mix up the names. Ooh. Wow, look at that. Freaking women.
What a
Love this
beautiful
bathhouse
place.
already.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Who are your suspects?
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall
Yeah.
see.
The crime weapon?
You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
Even the owner of the bathhouse was locked in there?
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the
Mr.
one who called the
Phillips.
police. He'll be able to give you more details.
Okay, let's talk to him then. But look at this place. Wow. Do we think it smells good in here or like old and sweaty? Hello, Mr. Phillips.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
What's that voice?
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
Brazier.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentlemen had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then
But they were all
Inspector
in the
Lestrade
steam
came
room.
along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney
Work
and Mr.
details?
Blinkhorn
A little
arrived,
vague.
and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
Oh, telegram. Okay. So, we go check out the crime scene. This way.
But the steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Look at that. See? Wrong button. This is the outside door. Oh. Even more embarrassing. Exactly where I was supposed to be going.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam. Clothes belong.
Say it again.
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Champagne. Ooh. Are we gonna smell it?
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
Steam session?
Champagne for a special occasion. An ice
Melted
bucket
ice.
to keep the champagne chilled.
Seems pretty reasonable. Oh, they're men. Okay. What now? Anything in here? Oh, they're still standing in here. And their towels with the dead body? Okay.
Lord Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
They're just standing in here in a steam room and it's hot and sweaty with a dead body. That sounds miserable. Ugh. Could you imagine the smell?
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
Instantaneous. Ew. Right hand. Hurt?
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample. Look, Watson.
Finger?
He was
Oh,
wearing a
he's
ring.
married.
He very likely removed it before the steam session.
Steam session.
The death is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
Came fast. But it's crazy. It was 30 minutes ago and everybody's like here. Why would Lestrade start off with the boat case? It seems kind of weird.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This
Maybe it's just
pool
a
is
plot
rather
hole.
large.
Blood
I think we have
thickness.
found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting.
Abysmal.
Constable, we have finished with the body.
Have we?
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry. Or he is an artist. Or a ghost. Or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are
Maybe this is the
ridiculous. Do you know
introduction for
that?
Moriarty. Because he is a big thing. And we saw Sherlock's brother last case, so it would make sense.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment. I'm in shock. Madam, it's
all
horrible.
have the same story.
So Rodney...
You guys are so helpful. So helpful.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier.
Brazier. Thick glass.
These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Brazier.
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme.
Extreme.
It is too hot. I cannot reach into it. I will need something to pick up this melted metal.
Let's go find something. Steam switch? Oh.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
Somebody could have killed him. How is there...
This key was covered in blood. I
Oh,
should ask
see
Phillips
it
about
now.
it. G.
Silver's
Newell and
plate.
Sons, steam specialists, Seattle, WA.
Washington. You see that? Hold on. Oh, I know I see the blood. So let me get it in the right spot. Examine.
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
His hands look dirty. Look at his hands. His hands are filthy.
I found him.
Oh,
I touched his shoulder, thinking that he was just asleep.
okay, sure. I guess we're done. I don't want to miss stuff.
Mr. Holmes?
None, Lestrade.
Let's hope that's right. The Scotland Yard, I guess. Okay, let's look through their stuff so then we ask them specific questions about what they Pitkin's belongings.
An embroidered silk
Handkerchief?
handkerchief. A fountain pen with solid gold trim.
Ooh, he must have the expensive clothes.
Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
Right? And Garrow's belongings.
When Garrow found Sir
Is they-
Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself.
Rug fi-
A file with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
Suspicious. Linkhorn's belongings. Pitkin. Sir Gregory Pitkin, manager, to Mr. Blinkhorn. Dear Sir, the interests that I represent require the situation at the baths to be changed for the better. At the present time, the frigidarium excavations remain under your direction, yet the works have not progressed. You have failed to find anything of value and are unable to make the frigidarium accessible to the public. Frigidarium is a valuable asset in the recreation of the experience. I urge you to complete your work within the next 2 months. You have this remaining time to conclude your archaeological research and find yourself another workplace. So he's saying, finish her or I'm gonna fire you.
An ordinary pencil. Rodney
Bentcliffe.
Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest.
Roman bathhouses.
The last pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil. To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces. And then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Sure he won't. Smudge, smudge. Hey, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Maybe the archaeological stuff's under the Roman bathhouse. And
Mr.
that's why
Holmes,
he
the
didn't
coroner
use
has...
the
But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding
Oh,
discovery.
well, he's not the archaeologist.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow
it's
you
the
to
guy that
inspect the
died.
body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well,
Well, I don't need to. It's fine. Oops, oops, oops. Bentcliffe's belongings.
This ring was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam room.
It's
I
gotten
see the join.
resized.
This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver. An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
Archaeology,
very pertinent
old
question.
jewelry, digging in the house or in the bathhouse. Weird. Oops. Oops.
An old and rather dirty coin.
Is it broke? Chance
A hand-drawn map.
of the area for the house. Okay. Just took all of that. Oh, I guess that was the dead guy stuff. Yeah. I guess we'll. Oh, we actually get to do like autopsy.
According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly
Egyptian
contracted
tombs?
from the Egyptian tombs. The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age.
This is like the mortuary assistant, and his ass is out.
Some light bruising caused by a rope. The bruising is in lines. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
Underneath the bathhouse, probably. Weird.
An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says.
Right. That is something.
A good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram Garrow.
Your profession?
What is your occupation?
I am a counsellor at the district chamber.
What were you doing at the baths?
Well, I follow the researches. I am interested in archaeology.
You follow them?
Yes. So many things happened and we need to know. Or perhaps it's better hidden.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I meant nothing by that. I apologise.
Weird. Sir Rodney.
What was it like to work with Sir Rodney?
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, but then you know this world is hard. There are always people who want to steal from you. And
Why is he being
he
so
trusted me,
cryptic?
but oh,
Are you feeling unwell?
I'm sorry. It is I. I remember. Oh, I feel so sorry.
Do you need
What
anything?
is going on?
I feel bad. I hear. No, nothing. I'm better now.
Is this the guy Lestrade thinks is guilty?
Please try to recall what you saw today.
The room was so hot. I had to remove my glasses.
Okay.
I was not feeling so very well in there.
But you found the body.
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the blood. I tried to escape. I don't remember.
You saw the knife. What did it look
Flying
like?
through the air.
Everything was as if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was shining like gold.
Okay.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behaviour?
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. Last Thursday, for example, I saw him leave. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins.
Okay,
and
so it's
he
definitely
started
like
to laugh.
digging archaeology under the bathhouse where the guy's supposed to be doing the construction. And then maybe the guy that wanted the like frigidarium done didn't know about it, and then the other three were like exploiting it. He found out and got mad, or like the dead guy was like, ooh, exploiting and stuff.
His ring! Oh, it should be destroyed.
Why do you say that?
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
Okay.
It is after me now. I know it. I shouldn't have worked on it in the workshop. It's too late now.
So he did the bad repairs.
This is the coin that he showed me. It is from the 3rd century.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't know.
Why can't he just like be
Thank you.
normal?
Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful with the dosage.
I will.
I mean it.
Can't give a guy like in this state drugs that could kill him. That's crazy.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
What? No.
Garrow appears to be rather mentally disturbed. Either that or he is a good actor.
Which is why we gave him drugs.
Please escort this suspect for
Unsupervised
interrogation.
and unmanaged.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My name is Percival Blinkhorn.
Merciful profession.
What is your
What do you work-
occupation?
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm working
Crazy.
on several excavation sites at present, including the
Excellent.
baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about the baths?
Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to
Okay.
list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
The dead guy?
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt,
Egypt.
and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work
So he
did convince him
probably
to
knows
come
a little
here.
more than he's
He arrived only a couple of months ago.
like,
Surprisingly.
especially-
Well, Sir Rodney was, God, a cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
All right. What did you see?
Can you tell me what you saw today?
A golden
Well,
knife flying
we
through
entered the
air?
steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck,
Push
and
everyone
with all the
aside.
steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered in blood.
Do you believe that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
Okay. Anything unusual?
Can you
There's a
recall
lot
any
unusual.
recent event that would occur to you now as being a little strange?
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Don't
Is that
self-report
all?
like that.
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And rather aggressively, too.
Lots of stuff to
Do
talk
you
about.
recognize this ring?
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney brought it back from his last campaign in Egypt.
And he kept it for himself?
Sir Rodney has had his own particular ideas of archaeology.
Bug?
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad. And he has been acting strangely lately. He complains about voices and visions. I will keep an eye on him because I'm worried.
Nobody asked you to.
How well were your researches progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
What do I know? Dickens' letter?
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Sir Greg.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
Talked?
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will fight to defend Sir Rodney's expectations.
Okay. White Knight. You're
Did
such a
you place the
hero.
bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did not.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder
He's
that
the
took
one
place
that
this morning.
had the
Would you mind
expensive
answering
stuff.
a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
Ooh. Karen vibes.
You are the manager of the baths, is that correct?
Yes, I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to restore the ruins. My ambition is to open the baths to the public. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see.
Okay, so
When do you
everybody's
wish to
interested in
begin using the
archaeology.
baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
Okay.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney Bentcliffe?
You were not particularly close. He had an unpleasant temperament, suspicious, authoritarian, unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
My
Please tell me what happened this morning.
number one
The
suspect.
test that
would
we
be
performed this morning was a success. The steam was working
second guy
well.
we did.
Then, of course, that awful murder.
What did you see?
Not
The steam was
Pitkin,
too thick to see anything.
Garrow,
But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
not Garrow. This guy.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere that he did not wish us to know about.
Why should you think that? Where?
I have no idea. But after all, it was not my business.
You know who would know? His partner.
How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
Pitkin. Pitkin, that's the guy. No. This is Pitkin.
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was
Blinkhorn.
merrily digging away
That's
and
the guy.
taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney changed your mind?
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for the bath's publicity.
Ooh, I've got
So
an idea.
yes,
Once they're
I
done
changed my mind.
Okay. I think it's what was that guy's name? Bighorn. What was he called? That guy, okay? His boss, Mr. Pitkin. So then he had to hire, or like, he had to start working with this other guy who he didn't like, and he knew in Egypt and probably some stuff that happened. Rodney. And then, like, Mr. Rodney was like, no, you don't get to come to the conference and stuff like that. So then, and then the guy's mentally, the other guy, Mr. Gallo, is mentally unstable, so he might have manipulated him to, like, do the dirty work for him. But it's actually his idea.
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of medication?
Garrow? No, but I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him. Does that make him a murderer?
Champagne.
Did you bring a bottle of champagne to the baths?
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
Alright, yeah, definitely think by Blinkhorn. Convinced Mr. Garrow to do dirty work, or convinced him not to say anything. Ooh, Behind Palace. Can fight? To run. Mortal secret. Why would Sir Rodney be? Could his discovery be the motive for something? The last expedition. Find out where Sir Rodney was several days before his murder and uncover his precious secret. We're going to Egypt. Who pays Sherlock? Where does he get his money from? I'm sure there's lore to explain. I guess we're missing something at the crime scene? Strand Lane back.
Mr. Holmes?
Oh, we have more to say to this guy. The steam room keys.
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
And then...
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time,
It was
or
in the blood,
receive any
right?
visitors?
No, sir.
That's the
I
key.
did not.
Oh. See if any visitors. Really? Shit. He wasn't what?
Did you leave the baths at any
Did you
time, or receive any
visitors?
visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
Oh, and because the key was taken, he had to have left.
Did you leave the baths at any
I'll
time
get it
or
this time.
receive
I
any
totally
visitors?
know.
No, sir. I did not.
Lying because champagne was chilled. Hey, must
Did you leave the
Fine.
baths at any time or receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
must be lying because of the morning telegram that. Oh,
You are
in
not
his
telling the
pocket.
truth, Mr.
Pocket.
Phillips. You left your work this morning and you went to the post office where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
I forgot about
But
that.
how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
You locked them
Did
in.
you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see.
Okay. Who brought the champagne?
There is a bottle of champagne
Rodney?
on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
So a different person brought it. Oh, in this area. Sir
This
Rodney
area
Bent-
serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop.
Quaint little place.
Tools used by archaeologists in their research.
Oh, tongs!
I
can
will
get
need
that thing out
these
of the
tongs.
brazier. Bra- Okay. This metal plate, besides its archaeological interest, appears to be a part of something larger. At the present moment, I'm unable to determine exactly what that might be. Okay. Perforated.
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it? Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Daily Mirror. There are a few among us who could claim any degree of unfamiliarity with the name of Sir Rodney Bent. He is a gentleman who possesses the wealth, notoriety, and vigor to well match the finest of his ilk abound England. His intellect is equal to his charms, as he has oft been declared by the young ladies of the European aristocracy. He holds powerful connections within the Lord's Chamber. There is an influence inside the political. There are those who would call him unforgiving, authoritarian. We should rather say that Sir Rodney is determined and ambitious. His presence at any archaeological site can only mean success for miraculous reopening for the Strand Lane Roman Baths excavation research. The research efforts were about to be halted when a savior arrived in the form of Sir Rodney Bent. Sir Rodney has taken over immediate control of the excavation, claiming that the site holds the key to a great mystery. We pledge to update our readers with all of the exciting news as it develops. As I mentioned the other guy, I can't remember his name. Dear friend, I wish to organize a press conference at the Strand Lane Baths next month, 1893. It was a remarkable year for my work in Egypt, but now it is time to set my focus upon English archaeology, to shine the light on our national treasures and reveal them to the public. I would like to see as many journalists as possible, record this event and record it favorably, if we treat them well enough. I should like to recall my old friendship with the Lord Blackmore and use the special funds of the Royal Archaeological Institute for this event. Sir Rodney Bentley. Okay. Lots of clues. Something.
Archaeological findings. Old clay.
Let's clip
Glass plate negatives. A remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations. A glass plate negative is missing. It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue.
Makes sense. 1988. Went to Egypt. Cutscene.
My God, are you all right?
Suspicious?
I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
Excavation site.
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement. Those stones weigh tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
I just get on it. Oh, but we can go to the brazier. Brazier. My. Why is this not moving? Oh, I need to.
I should...
Hold on. I guess we back to Baker Street and analyze all because we finished. So, set the chemistry set for. All right. Love coming home. It's so romantic.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
So much to analyze. Okay. Gotta really get stuck in here. Start sample. Set focus. This one seems.
Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold.
Get tricked. Well, they're archaeologists. They
Selenite.
probably wouldn't be.
White clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to.
Probably right here.
The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans.
St. Albans. It's blood.
Let us analyze this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems
I'm
very
saying
liquid.
he probably took some
That is
ibuprofen or
strange.
something.
Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide. water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
Water. Water.
This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver. I must take a pipette and place several drops of acid upon the samples.
I love chemistry. Acid.
The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver, Britannia silver quality.
Eight.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Ooh, deductions, mind palace time. A lot. That breeze. This is hot. An item of silver has been recently melted in the brazier. Pitkins fight. Lincoln's humiliation. Lincoln's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney, but at a high cost to his morale. Lincoln's interest. Lincoln's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney. He was thankful for the possibility and the chance of learning. It's gotta be the second. Garrow's drug? What? It was water, so probably. Okay. Steam moisture. The presence of water is due to the humid atmosphere caused by the steam. Or unexplained clue. The presence of water in the blood is an unexplained, must be somehow linked to the process. It's explained, yes, but we don't find an answer. Melted silver.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
It didn't help. The power is too strong.
Okay. That was
Please escort
super
this
helpful.
suspect for interrogation.
I asked them all about this.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier.
Did you put it there?
Did you put it there?
No. Silver, you say? No, I don't know how it got there.
Okay. Like, how can you be more like, oh, no.
Please escort this suspect for
It's
interrogation.
so, like,
Some melted silver was found inside the steam room brazier. Do you know where it
Brazier.
came from?
Silver? No.
okay. I'm so glad we talked, guys. I'm so glad we caught up. That was really nice. Make sure to get your meeting notes in the Zoom call or in the Google file. We're gonna get it all worked out. We got this, guys. Make some SMART goals. Thank you. I like to be cool and quirky like that to my employees. It really helps with their productivity levels, you know. I act like a cool head boss kind of figure. We're supposed to use the map?
Now we have two maps.
Oh, God.
We must combine them properly.
Ugh.
Watson, pack your bag. We are visiting a location in St. Albans
see.
marked on Sir Rodney's map.
St. Albans. Said it. archaeological field.
This archaeological site has been
is
abandoned.
closed.
Why did Bentcliffe come here?
Bentcliffe. This is a big site.
The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste. This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
Okay. Cyclops. Fresco.
The Cyclops, a one-eyed creature helping Vulcan at the forge. Vulcan, the god of fire and metalworking.
Creepy. Logical tools.
Excavating tools, a bucket, shovel, and brush. I don't need the ropes for now.
But we will need them later? Is that what you're saying?
This wall was covered with mud recently. What could be hidden here?
Trowel. Scrape.
I can see now.
Frigidarium.
Frigidarium. It is located at the Roman baths in London. Someone took the time to hide the fresco, but what for? I need to visit this place.
Well, it's either the dead guy or the guy that I think murdered. Because they both worked at the site. One of them was hiding it from the other. Ooh, look at the ass.
Neptune, the god of the sea.
Wow, look at the bush. Conveniently right there. There is a penis there. But they did try
It
and
is a
hide it.
statue of Minerva. It is a broken statue of a bull.
This river. This is very beautiful. Rivers don't flow like this though. Isn't going to whirlpool around the rock.
This is the map of the
So
site.
loud.
We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
Yep.
The gastrofetes were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
Let's get away from the water. Okay. Good. Document. More reading. Dear Lord Blackmore, the manager of the baths, Sir Gregory Pitkin, was quite a nuisance at the start when I arrived. After you stepped in, he became rather more helpful. Occasionally, people of his rank are not well suited to a work of such great magnitude. They lack the necessary vision. In a few weeks' time, I hope to bring good news of the Strand Lane baths. I'm on the verge of discovering a major archaeological artifact, one that might be used politically by your party to demonstrate the strength of our ancestors and fulfill the need to protect our empire from any present and future threats. Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Same. Okay. Calvin, Hobbes and you consider yourselves as good. Consider yourselves as being so smart and funny. I had a good laugh when you froze Miss Durkin's notes about the Arch of Hadrian in the ice. However, your thesis exams are just ahead, and you are the so-called brain of your improbable duo. I have to warn you that my gastrophytes model, the ancient Greek crossbow, and not the medical device to relieve constipated people, as you might have thought. It's not to be touched, or else I'll have to inform Mr. Wormwood about everything you've done these past 2 years. P.S. Hate Hobbs tuna sandwich. S. Spittle. Maybe they use different names and it's the little guy that I think killed him.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
Pitkin's worries. Pitkin feels rather uncomfortable postponing the public opening of the ruins because of Sir Rodney. He was angry because of this. Or Pitkin hopes. Pitkin expects to receive much of the value from Sir Rodney's research. This work will increase the bath's renown and I don't think it was Pitkin. Maybe it's like a double red herring because Pitkin is so like aggressive. You're like, oh, I think it's him. But then you're like, no, he must be a red herring. So it's not him, but then it actually is him because it's a double red herring. But I don't think so. Find a use. Does that mean that it's a puzzle, like you turn them or something? Nancy Drew? Find out. Let's check out the bathhouse. It's maybe now we've got evidence to say it is, like we do need to go in there and see.
Mr. Holmes, we've cleared the corridor to
see?
the frigidarium. You can visit it now.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
Oh, look at this. This is just so...
Perhaps I could find some clues by activating the flagstones.
It's Nancy Drew. Ow. But it just... Oh, I mean, look at this. It's just so... It's like steeped in Roman, like a vibe. If there was a Roman tea, it was steeped in it for. So there's a wreath, a one-eyed face, the Cyclops, ship, jug, trident. Good thing I have no idea, so go back to St. Albans, see if we know, because like the trident, the god of the penis was the god of the sea, so and then the Cyclops. Okay, there was nothing like, oh, this button should be pushed in or not, so I'm going back to the bathhouse, because I must have missed something. Like in the room, and the statues. Oh, as a symbol.
A
That would have
symbol.
been nice. That would have been real nice to know. Okay. I just need to push them all in. It's not like certain ones. Spider. Hermit.
A hidden sign.
There's no way that all the archaeologists
A
didn't
hidden
notice
symbol.
this or see it. They definitely knew about this.
Now I have all the clues
At least
to
the
help me
dead guy
find
did.
where these symbols are leading. All I need is imagination.
Combine all three statue elements to reveal their secret. We're getting there. Did it? And
The signs are pointing to this bust.
except she doesn't have a bust. It was this bust, wasn't it? Oh. Bust. creepy. That's where the ropes, and it had ropes going down into the thing. It's probably where he got his bruises from. Being all secretive because he found this out. And then the other guy that
What is this place?
was jealous.
I am unsure, Watson, but everything points to the fact that it was the last place visited by Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. We are approaching the end of this mystery.
Well, unlike the other ones, I actually feel like I already know, like, what they did. So I'm not as, like, stressed or worried. I feel like I've got this.
A sack of crude salt. A broken
Glass?
glass plate. What is it doing here? I should examine it at Baker Street.
Okay.
How very
Icebox.
peculiar. An ice maker.
Why would Sir Rodney have brought such a device here?
This is pretty freaky. Frisco.
Mithras, the god,
Mithras.
clothed in Anatolian costume and wearing a Phrygian cap, killing the bull. This fresco resembles either a ladder or a hierarchy.
The initiation grades of the Cult of Mithras. This is creepy. And skulls. Yep. Oh.
The fire casts a shadow upon the floor.
Oh. Right?
That is the symbol of Neptune, the god of the sea.
The guy with the penis.
The pillar collapsed a long time ago.
Just imagine lighting. I'm not scared at all. I'm not like being on edge. But like, is it out here? At chills. Seaman.
It resembles a bull. This shadow seems to represent a bridge. It is very similar to the face of Mithras. The shadows show us the way to go. We will find Mithras after Neptune, the bull, and the bridge.
Neptune Bull Bridge. Let me get that down. I haven't had to use the whiteboard. Okay, should be good. Yep. Let's continue. I think it's gonna be a creepy dark maze, because that's nice. Oh.
We cannot go any further.
Is it talking about the site then? At Saint...
Mummified bodies. We're in some...
Oh, look at this one.
How dreadful.
So nice.
Judging by the broken orbit, this poor fellow met a death similar to Sir Rodney's.
With the knife. And the, like, ritual.
This shoe is not from the Roman era. It is medieval at best. This man was a tomb raider who met with an unfortunate end.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Ew. Skeletons that I need to look at. Watson, I hate how you're just standing there. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Very interesting. I'm so glad we learned enough. Let's leave. Whew. Hey. right. Interesting. Why are you staying there? Watson? Okay, we got more stuff to examine. This is me. We need to talk to somebody about it. Okay, well let's do science stuff. Talk to somebody. No. We'll do science stuff and then we'll go to St. Albans. Science time.
There are 12 pieces here. Let's try to gather them.
Okay. Let's put the flat facing sides out, I guess. I can switch them? Okay. This one? Let's see.
It is a mold, and it
Got
is
it.
ready for casting.
Took
The
a little
mold
bit,
is
but it's
prepared
okay.
for casting. We just need to fill it with certain material. Sir Rodney has made a reconstruction of the mythical golden knife.
Stir.
Now let us see what we have here.
Dried that fast. Ooh.
This knife is very similar to that described by the coroner as the weapon that killed Sir Rodney.
And the one
You
for
should not
the
leap to any
Mithras.
hasty conclusions, Watson.
Photographic development. Let's think. Yeah.
Done.
It's a picture
Watson,
of
could you please
two
use this
people
negative and your photographic equipment to process the
in
photograph?
Egypt. The two guys. A person and
Thank you, Watson. Now I must use reagents to develop the photograph. The Pyramids of Giza in Egypt.
ice cream in the desert.
Ice cream in the desert. We are indebted to the Romans who developed the technique.
Two people.
Sir Rodney,
And the other guy?
another archaeologist, most probably.
Oh, it's not. By the way.
Ice cream. Ice.
Ice? Oh my god. Like the champagne.
Salt.
So that's it. Salt and crushed ice may help to create ice cream.
Yeah. Ow. That was crazy. So glad that Watson was there to set. Really, really interesting stuff. Salt and ice. Ice trials. Someone was experimenting with the Roman method of ice production. Okay. That seems. Yeah. The mold form. Molded weapon. Weapon was used to create the murder weapon. But the mold was used to create the. That's correct. Create a silver knife. If we can create a silver knife with the materials found. Or check if an ice knife can be created with material. And the water! That, yeah. Oh, there's more. I bet I can make more deductions. we need to do experiments.
If I wish to shape the ice knife, then I need to pour water inside the mold.
Seems about right. Pour
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. Before beginning, I must remember that I have enough ice and salt for no more than 4 attempts. A block of ice. I have only to use my ice pick.
So if I mess it up, I'm screwed.
Holmes, look. The temperature is reducing.
But I think I've got the technique down. I should not
Ice,
wait for the
salt, and then the
water
mixing.
to start warming
It
up.
should
I
be
should only add
elementary.
when it's-
We need to reach
I
before
should add the
beginning.
water when
I'm
it's, or ice when it's medium. And the salt when it's
Holmes, look. The temperature is...
salt. Ice. Salt. Ice. And salt. Did it get us there? We good?
excellent.
Yes.
Now
Okay.
we must check to ensure that it is adequately frozen. An ice weapon for a cold-blooded murder.
It makes sense with the water and with there
An
not
ice
being
knife.
a murder weapon.
A surprising and yet a very
Because
brilliant idea.
Goes away on its
It's
own.
the perfect weapon. It enables one to kill a man and then it
Thing,
melts.
as I was saying.
The only
it's
trace it
copy.
leaves is a small puddle on the ground.
Do I really need to do the
Let us
silver
try to
experiment?
create an object. It will take a minute to melt the silver with my gas burner. Done. Now I can proceed further. The mold is hot. I should wait for it to cool down. Done.
Okay. Makes a knife.
A homemade
works.
silver knife. Excellent. We have created a knife with the silver that we found. It could have been used to kill Sir Rodney.
Oh.
It was extremely clever to create a weapon that could dissolve at the scene of the crime.
And that's, and there's enough, and that's why. I think it's an ice. It's an ice knife. Silver knife. Ice weapon. Silver weapon. It's used and then destroyed after the crime. Or ice weapon. It's initially created, then preserved inside the champagne bucket. I think. Method. The ice knife. The murderer hid the weapon inside the ice bucket with champagne. After the attack, the knife was left to melt, so causing the excess of water blood pool. We need to talk to at Scotland Yard about the Mithras and then that who worked at the site, and then we'll be good to accuse him of the crime, because I think it was him. And I always thought it was him from the beginning. Mithras.
What can you tell me about Mithras?
Oh, so much. It was the core of our work. Why do you ask?
Were you seeking the golden knife?
I see you are an amateur. Yes, the golden knife was our grail. It is said that it bears the only text explaining the ritual of the cult of Mithras.
I understand. I read something about immortality.
A myth. The knife would provide immortality only to the worthy one, and yet it is cursed, and it would kill you if you are not initiated.
Did you expect to
Golden
find
knife?
the golden knife at the baths?
Well, Sir Rodney thought that it might be there. Did you observe the knife representations there? They are so extraordinary, and we had hoped... it is a tragedy that he has passed away,
Yeah.
taking all of his secrets
Yeah,
with
I
him.
bet it's really bad.
As soon as I've
So
been
didn't tell you
released,
anything
I will continue
because he
Sir
knew you were
Rodney's
bad.
researches in his memory.
Okay, let's go to the site, and then I think we're pretty much there. See, there was a bow and arrow.
I should use the
remember
appropriate
from the
object
thing.
here.
Oh, what am I doing? Mechanism? Handle.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Sing? Oh. I did know it was a bow and arrow. Is that what we needed?
Those wings on the bridge are perfect targets.
Okay.
This one is ready.
I've got this, I've got this.
Firing a gastrophytes requires a
That
lot
was
of
right there. There's like latency when I hit the button. It actually decides to go.
This one is ready. The bridge is ready.
Okay.
Now I must cross it.
The hooks. Okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't realize that this was a... I didn't realize that this was a puzzle. I didn't even have time. Am I... Oh, I need to do the triggers. Are you kidding me? That was dramatic. Come on, take a step. You were. I swear.
Watson, come here. I have found something.
How's Watson supposed to... Oh, great. Another creepy little tunnel thing.
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes?
I am not sure. We had better be careful.
Careful. Ooh. This feels like a Nancy Drew game.
I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Oh, it's the bridge.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
There ought to be some clues here.
Neptune.
Let's take a look around.
Let's go to...
I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Right in.
I saw this symbol.
Which one's the trident? That's a sword. That's the bridge. It's not a trident. This could be the... If I were to take... Should have done the symbols instead of... Okay. Then the bull. Ah. Bull. Oh, that's the helmet. Which one's the bull? This one? Oh. Still. I thought it was gonna kill me. And the other one's the bull. Dead end's not bad. Are you kidding me? It's Neptune Bull Bridge Mithras. Did I mistake it? It's bridge. Maybe I mixed up. So then this one should be bull. Examine. What am I doing? Balance. This is literally a Nancy Drew. Heavier? It's 2. Slightly. We go. So next one's bull. This might be bull. Oh. And then Mithras. Is this Mithras? Yes. Oh, I'm lost. This way. No! I'm lost! Fuck. fridge. Move! Move! I don't know where I'm going. Great creepy whispering. I love that. This is the end. This is where I'm supposed to be. Keep up on me like that.
It's the golden knife. But how to get it?
Why do you want the golden knife? What are we doing here?
This lamp is not old. The oil is still fresh. Perhaps Sir Rodney passed by here.
No, I do not think so. Remember, he went no further than the catacombs underneath the Frigidarium. The murderer left this lamp.
It's gonna be like Nancy Drew. It's gonna magically get out of Scotland Yard and show up over here.
Watson, I need your help.
Ooh. And he needs 2 people to do it. Oh. Cool. This was the right one. This one? No, that's wrong. This one? Yes. Sherlock. Oh. Thank you for the cutscene. Sherlock Holmes. Get the other one. Awesome. This one. Fuck. Activate it and switch. Then let's just back out the way I came. Where did I come from? Which way did I come from? Okay, that means I don't do this. I have to be right. Oh, this is Sherlock Holmes. I need Watson. only part of the room, and it goes right to the thing, right? No, not that. Okay. Is this what I want? I feel like you can do anything. Oh. Back to Holmes. And now I open this one. Why does he want the golden knife?
The golden
What
knife
purpose
of
does this
Mithras.
serve?
A long-lost relic has resurfaced. Watson, it is time to conclude this case.
Okay. We're gonna die.
Excellent. Now, we should find another way of getting out of here.
Water. It's water rising. Can I just fast travel out? Maybe I should. Knife. Valuable secret. Sir Rodney's secret was an important discovery, a metaphorical bomb. He could use it as a powerful means of annihilating anyone who stood in his way, that he alone might take fame and glory. Vengeance. Blinkhorn is a deserving specialist who is aware that he's about to be cast aside over a major discovery. He will lose his chance of a lifetime. Second. Because there's still one thing that we don't have. Missing.
I need to finish here first.
What do I need to finish? I can just fast travel out. This is supposed to open my door. How do I get out? Watson, just leave. That's the way to let Sherlock out. The trick is that one person has to stay in here and... How does that let Sherlock out? Is there another thing in here?
I cannot leave Holmes trapped here alone, even though he did ruin my favorite handkerchief.
Oh, there's a side. I should let Sherlock out. Okay. And we are good to leave. Woo-hoo. Yay! Now we'll go and talk to the other people at Scotland Yard. Conclusions. What do you know about Mithras?
Perhaps you could explain the cult of Mithras to me.
No, there is nothing to say. We are not the worthy ones.
But Sir Rodney believed that he was.
He was wrong. I have visions. The golden knife, the mummy. Oh, it's all my fault.
Calm down, Mr. Garrow.
What do you think about myths?
Please escort this suspect for
And you're like,
interrogation.
what is that?
The paintings in the baths are focused on Mithras, I understand.
Yes, they are what make this place remarkable.
And that is why Sir Rodney came here?
He believed that the golden knife, which is an ancient
Yeah,
ritual
so
item, was
he-
hidden
he's such an
somewhere around
idiot.
the baths. I admit that it would be wonderful if it were true.
See? Like I did in my
And
deductions.
you are not concerned by the reputation of this artifact.
You mean the curse? Before someone is dead, it is a blessing. After they are dead, well, then it becomes a curse. Ha!
Actions. Garo's behavior, Garo's illness. Garo is tortured by his obsession with the Mithras curse, who is driven insane by a condition worsened by the medication he's taken. Or Garo's weakness. Garo is a melancholic. He is a victim of overmedication, hence the hallucinations and his unpredictable. His state has been worsened by the shock of Sir Rodney's death. He killed Sir Rodney to avenge an abuse of power. The death would be to his financial benefit and would allow him to emerge as a luminary in his field. He used an ice-made golden knife. Condemn him? Blinkhorn knew of Bentley's intention to take all the credit for the discovery of the golden knife. He devised a cunning plan to eliminate Bentley, and for this he deserved the rope. He did or absolve him. He devoted his life to discovering the golden knife. Credit was about to be stolen by. If he had been given the opportunity to claim his ownership of the discovery, he would not have. Definitely. Yeah. Pretty confident. If I'm wrong,
I'm feeling rather uncomfortable. Why have I been put into these cuffs?
I fear that you had better get used to them, Mr. Blinkhorn. They are your reward for the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe.
What? No, that's a lie.
It is regrettable, for you are a
believe
talented
you yet.
archaeologist. I will request that you are placed in a prison where you are unable to dig an escape tunnel. That is, of course, if they decide that you shall live.
You...
The consulting detective who salutes your intelligence in performing the perfect crime. Yes, but also the gentleman who detests your motivation.
You know nothing.
You wish to be the one who would reveal this
Once
to
he
the
gets
world.
snapped.
Is that the golden knife? How...
I also like to dig, you see. I only followed your trail. Such a pity that there is always someone willing to steal your credit, wouldn't you say? And there was the
He's gonna
chance
snap.
of a lifetime. You had to take it. It was not to be shared.
He's gonna grab the knife, try and kill us, and then I'm gonna have to do a quick time event.
But now I
And I'm
am
not gonna
here,
fail it.
and there is no one who will stop the tread of justice, Mr. Blinkhorn. Goodbye.
Am I wrong? Okay, I looked it up. It is right. I don't know why my controller is not. I'm pressing all of the buttons. That's Wi-Fi though. Accept the decision. Okay, well, that's the end of Bloodbath. We got it right. The next case will be the Abbey Grange affair. And be fun. So see you guys the next time we play this.